Hey guys, SmartNinja000. Today we are going to be talking about the new Snapshot, which is 17W47A. Now you can see right off the bat, there's lots of features added. When I actually open my inventory, you'll notice that all the blocks I placed are actually there. We have all the oak woods solid, and then we also have these mushroom blocks. These are actually in the decorative, along with this. The mushroom stem is a really interesting block because what you'll notice is this is actually a mushroom stem. So what you do is you just place it, and then if you break them, it sort of connects them. So I think that's really cool, because you can then create blocks like this. Of course, that's not ideal, and you can see it's like sides. So you couldn't even set this. So what is it? It's set block. What's this called? I don't know. Mushroom stem. Set block. Mushroom stem. Oh. And then you would do stuff like down. Oh, that goes in here. Down equals false. East equals false. North equal false. Up equal false. South equal false, and you just keep doing this, and then eventually, of course, you get your fully sided. And now what's really cool is no, it didn't just change. I thought it changed back. Okay, another thing is you'll notice that obviously you have your thing automatically. You can actually turn that off if you go to chat settings, command suggestions. You can just turn that off. So, of course, I do not recommend this as it's pretty helpful. So yeah. Another cool thing is you can actually get graph path blocks. And I don't tilled. Can you get tilled land? Land? Yeah, you can. Farmland, it's called. And this is in decoration blocks. So it's there it is. So you can get farmland and tilled land in your creative inventory. And I very much like this because it's a lot easier to use in building. You will also note that, well, you know what, let's actually wait a second before we get into that. Okay, another thing it added, this is a huge addition. If I go into redstone, we now have every single different type of trapdoor. So what this actually looks like, we have oak, spruce, birch, acacia, and dark oak. Now I really like this spruce one. I think that it looks very nice. So that's cool. So yeah, this is what it looks like every block. Obviously I can't put an iron button, so I just put a stone one. But that's what like every block looks like. The trapdoors are extremely nice. I think they would look really good on cauldrons. Here, if I just get a cauldron out, you can see what I mean by that. For some medieval theme thing. That looks pretty cool, I think. Nice little. So I'm really glad about that. And of course, these are really nice. Just sort of, I mean, the shine's a little bit weird on them, and I think these might want to be retextured. But I think it's pretty good overall. I really like the fact that they're going into every pressure plate. But what I noticed is there's been some slight inconsistencies. What I mean by that is, first off, we have these need to be reordered so all the stairs are together. That's pretty big. But you'll notice is it goes oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, and then if you come down here, oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and then we go oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, that. But what you'll notice is if we actually go to these pressure plates, it's oak, spruce, birch, jungle, dark oak, acacia. So that needs to be fixed. And I think there's a couple others somewhere. I haven't put too much time into looking for these inconsistencies, but there's a couple of them. So those kind of need to be sorted out. Okay, so I actually had to download the texture pack just for this, but you can see textures not really working perfect. Some blocks like sandstone great. It's faithful. That's the texture pack. But obviously, a lot of stuff broken. Sponges, that's working, but like granite, half of it's working. Just kidding, it's only this one that works. So, yeah. So that's a bit of an issue. So don't go using your texture packs for this, because then you'll get some funny images like this. So don't. That's pretty much. By the way, the link to Faithful will be in the description if you want to download it. It's a cool texture pack. But so that's that. And now we're getting into the big thing. What you'll notice is, and by the way, this is the reason texture packs are broken. Every single block is renamed. There is 100% no data values. And what I mean by this is if I do summon item, I didn't write item, right? Item, and if I try to do ID, or I think it's item, isn't it? Yep, it's item ID Minecraft skull data 3. Now this should normally work. Give me a player skull. It's unable to summon the entity. You know why? Probably because there is no such thing as skull. Also works with stone. There is no data. Okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong now. I feel like that should have worked. Okay, so I just forgot the count tag. You can see it now works perfectly. You just need the count tag, and then if I just add to the end of it data 3, we will still get our regular stone because data does not exist. So now, if you want to get granite, or in this case data 3, that's diorite. So I can give myself granite, and it works like that. Now, my thoughts on this are, this is the most amazing thing. Why wasn't this in the game before? You'll see, like, everything is renamed. It makes it so much easier than having to look up it. I did a lot of that, and it also makes it a lot simpler for some stuff like jack-o'-lantern. Well, not jack-o'-lantern. That's a bad example. Like pink terracotta, you would have to go, oh, well, this is. You'd have to be like, I need to detect if they're standing on pink terracotta, and you'd have to go in your inventory, look up pink terracotta, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. And then you'd be like, oh, it's a data value of 6. So now that's a lot nicer. And of course, you can also do some really nice things like this, where you can now, what does this even mean? You can technically, if done correctly, which is what I'm about to do, if you give yourself a player skull, you can create infinite items. Because player heads you cannot find naturally, you can retexture them using more players, or using a website URL. You can do something really cool like this. Okay, so what you do is you place it down, and bam, there's an armor stand at this block, which then allows you to create, then using custom textures, and then, well, that's not even the best part. You can then find the center of this block. Here, let me add that. Okay, so here's what you do. You place it down. It will then, from an armor stand, or from an item with an MBT tag, with a count, we will align it, summon the armor stand at 0.5, 0.5, so that way it's in the exact center, and no gravity. Which means you can break blocks under it. And of course you might want, I just broke that. You might want to make it small, and we also kill the item. So it's pretty cool. Obviously I just broke the command block, so now it doesn't work, but yeah. Now obviously there are a few bugs with this. But, by the way, I fixed it. I think it's really cool being able to place the heads. I think it's such a cool design, and of course you would change this so it sets a block then, and custom textures and stuff. But I think, and I mean, you could even, here, if I just get a scroll down, you can even see based upon the direction it is, rotation, see where that is. You can make directional, including diagonals. And it goes into more than just 4. It goes into a whole bunch, crazy bunch of different amounts. Goes into 15, 16 different directions. 0 obviously being one. So that's really cool. And of course, you can even make ones that are required to be on the wall. So if I actually place it on the wall, it's not going to do anything because I set it to ground only. You can make like more item frames and such. So it's a very unique, cool system. So you can make it set, I don't know, but it's cool because then it gives you so much more possibility, and I really love that, and it's such a great addition to Minecraft. Now, what I would like to see be done with this is I would like to see obviously the bugs be fixed out. I would like to see the organization be a little bit more clear. I would also like to see maybe the addition of a new tab for colors. So like all the wools, the terracottas. I think because I mean if we do green, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just have a bunch, and that could easily be taken out of direction. Like lime. If all this, not the slime stuff obviously, if all that was moved into a colors tab, I think that would be a great addition. It would really fill up fast, of course, because Minecraft is all about the colors. So that would be nice. Maybe the tabs I think could always be worked on. And of course the organization could be maybe a little bit better. This looks pretty ugly if you ask me. It's kind of hard to find the items, especially adding these right here. I do like the addition of these blocks, but could be put in a better location. Again, and the steps, it's not the greatest. So that they need to work on transportation. But whatever. I don't know if this is in this snapshot or if this how long this actually been in the game, but I noticed there were fireworks. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's in the snapshot. But yeah, the snapshot has a lot to offer. Of course, if you're going to do this, be sure to back up your worlds or create a new one. That's what I did in this case. And it says that like right on the website. It will also say that if you try and load, because this one is extremely experimental. Everything in this snapshot could break and will break your game. So don't worry for Piston Wars though if you're a fan of that series, because that is actually still working. Everything we worked on did not change. None of it changed. So yeah, I really like these measuring blocks, and so the way they're set up is extremely nice. Also, they don't like combine like that, so that's cool. Yeah, maybe that'd be cool if they added that to the wood, but we'll see. I don't know. It's really cool. It's cool what they're doing with it, and I'm really glad they did it. Now, lots of different things you could actually do with this. It's a really cool concept of changing every block. It's going to be really annoying for map makers to get used to all these, but I mean, it definitely needed to be done at some point, because trying to memorize what the 16 color codes are, not the best, and for builders, having these blocks at such easy access is really great. Okay, well that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this snapshot, like what's new in the snapshot or snapshot review, because that's kind of what I did, I reviewed it and messed around with command blocks, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more command block stuff, more snapshot stuff, say so in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do lots of cool Minecraft content. Okay, that's the end of this outro. See you later, folks.